Hi, one of the most common complaints I see in postmenopausal women is bunions. They can even start before menopause. The thing is, as we get older, our body moves in habitual patterns and we're much more likely to exacerbate anything that's coming along. So I'm going to tell you the 5 most common causes of bunions, and at the end I'll show you 2 tests that you can do to assess whether you're at risk of bunions. Okay, so the 5 main causes of bunion is one, and the most common actually, this one, is the shoes and socks that we wear. So our soles of our shoes don't bend very much. Often we've got heels which push the weight forward onto your toes, and most importantly of all, the shoes are very narrow. The modern shoes are getting narrower and narrower. I'm not talking about those lovely pointy winkle pickers that people used to wear, that kind of thing. Just even your trendy sports shoe is narrow, and it forces your toes together and it changes where your weight goes on your foot. So socks and shoes, socks if they're tight as well. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2 is our weight. So if you start putting on weight, you're more at risk of those arches on your feet starting to collapse and your feet starting to roll in. And as soon as that happens, the weight comes down your leg, through your heel and onto the joint of that big toe and pushes the toe inwards, creating a bunion. So we need to look after our weight. The third thing, and oh boy, this is huge. I'm going to do another whole video on this. This comes from our sedentary society, and it's the way we walk. So as we sit all day, we weaken in certain muscles, and then our walking changes. So we haven't got those muscles to walk with, so we tend to walk very differently. So I'll link below another video because that's another great big topic. And you'll see in the 2 tests I show you at the end how you can assess if you are weak here. Okay, the 4th thing is whether your ankle is stiff. So when you take a step, your ankle needs to move forward enough that the pressure doesn't go on the ball of that big toe. And so if you've got stiff ankles, particularly actually from wearing any kind of lift in your shoe, then you're at trouble there. And the final thing is flat feet. So we've talked about weight pushing your arches down. Well, just having flat feet, so weak muscles or even genetically flat feet, it's going to put you at risk. Okay, so there's the 5 things. Shoes and socks, overweight, the way we walk, mostly due to the sitting that we do, having a stiff ankle, and having fallen arches. Let me show you 2 really simple tests you can do. Now, you probably need to do these in front of a mirror, so get yourself in front of a mirror afterwards, or take this video to a mirror now. The first one is the wall squat. So you're going to stand facing a wall about this far from it. I'm going to pretend there's a wall in front of me here. You take your feet and you turn them out, nice wide squat stance. And what you're going to do is see how low you can go before you hit your head on the wall. So there's lots of things to think about here. I'm going to move my arms forward just to keep my balance there. But you see how if there was a wall here, I wouldn't be touching it. Now, if you're doing that in front of a mirror, you want to see if you are knees over your toes, really nice and wide. Just look down. You want to also see, have you got your arches? Are you keeping your arches, or are they falling in? Or if you're doing this stuff, one or both legs. And then the other thing is, can you get down very far? So all those things are telling you that you're not strong enough to carry the weight when you're walking and standing down through your feet as they should be. Now, there's another sign, and this is the one if you've been sitting too much. If you put your head through the wall, because to get down any amount, you have to lean right over, then you're weak here from sitting. So the wall squat test is the first one. The second test is the anchored stand. So you're going to put your feet together along the length of them like that, toes along the length, and then you move your heels just a centimetre apart. In this position, Do you feel knock-kneed? So can you see my knees, how they're pulling together? And then as I rotate around, not only do my arches come nicely up, but my legs come into alignment. So can you do that? Do you feel knock-kneed? Which means, again, you're weak here, too much sitting. And can you rotate around? So I'm going to come closer so that you can see all I'm doing. There I am, knock-kneed. I'm purposely making myself knock-kneed. And then there I am, and all I'm doing to rotate these top my thighs is I'm squeezing my buttocks gently. Okay, so again, weak butt if you feel knock-kneed. So there's your 2 tests. Remember, down below there's links to other videos, and you probably want to watch this one here as well. Please like, share and comment so that this can spread to other people and you can get my next videos.